Welcome to me going through a couple of examples which are present in your tasks for this week. One of them, and I'll just do this one briefly because I've talked about it in the video, is if you're given a vector with the little arrow and you are told it goes from point A to point B, and beside it says you're asked to name these vectors two ways, and all it wants you to do is write A, B with the little vector hat equals U, okay? That's all it wants you to do for that first task, is to practice recognising A to B, and that it can also just be called a letter underlined. But that isn't the main part of the task. The main part of the task is sketching vectors. And what we're going to look at is if you are given two vectors. So we have vector U, let's make it, that goes along 1 up 3. That's U. Along 1 up 3. And you also have vector V, and vector V is going to go along 2 up 2. Okay, and again, it's that underlined. Now, we've got to think about how we can find the combination of these. And there's two different ways we can do that. We can either start with vector U or we can start with vector V. So first one we're doing is U plus V. So we draw U, we go 1 along 3 up, and we have to put the hat on it. If you don't put the hats on your arrows, you're just drawing lines, you're not drawing vectors. And then we have vector V, and what's important is I am not going to start it down here, because we are looking for the combination of both. We're wondering, if we follow these directions, where do we end up? And to do that, you have to do the directions one after the other. So, we've gone along vector U, we've gone up vector V, and what we call the resultant UV, we draw by going from the bottom of this one to the top of this one. Now I'm going to get my ruler out for this because I don't trust myself. Okay? So the resultant is that blue one there, okay? U plus V, you go up, U, up, V. If you had done it the other way around, and this is a challenge for you, do V then U, you will find you end up in the exact same place. Now we're not going to do V plus U. Again, what we're going to do this time is 2U. Okay, so we're doing 2U. So again, we have to start by drawing U. So along 1, up 3. Once. But we don't want one of them, we want two of them. So we're starting where we finished, and we're going up another. And what you will find is if you go from that point there all the way up to that point there, that is 2U, okay? So 2U is equal to 2 lots of U, head to tail. What about if we had, let's go for U take away V, okay? This is where it gets even more difficult to wrap our heads around. We've got a negative in there. But we are going to start the same way. We have a U, so we draw U. 1 along, 3 up, and remember to put your little hat on that. But then we've got negative V, and remember if we've got a negative V, that just means take this vector, but put it the other way. So instead of it going up to the northeast, it is going to go down to the southwest, if that helps you visualise it. So we still start where the last one ended, because remember, we're wanting the combination of all these things together. But instead of going up, we are going down. And so our resultant vector of u take away v is going to take us from this point here to this point here. And remember, you've got to show the direction of travel. Where did you start? Where did you end? Okay? So although in the middle, we're having a grand old time up here, actually our journey, our vector, resultant vector, goes from here to here. Okay? And I hope those ideas help you with the task. Top to tail all the time, and then when you draw the resultant, you go, where did I start? Where did I end? I could have had 3u take away 2v, and I'd have to go up 3u, then down 2v. If I'd had minus u plus v, I'd have to do the reverse of u and then do v, okay? I think I originally described it as being a bit like Lego, and it's perhaps not the best description, but it is sort of a type of building block. You're just piecing them together top to tail and working out what that final journey really is. Okay, hope this helps.